Avraham Shalev, who is a lawyer and researcher at the Kohelet Policy Forum. We will now move on to that conversation that's coming, Abraham, between Donald Trump and, of course, Benjamin Netanyahu. What do you think the outcome of this will be? Do you think we'll see an extension to the ceasefire, or is there another plan for Netanyahu as he looks past this ceasefire deal?
Well, Trump and his administration have made clear that Hamas cannot continue to rule over the Gaza Strip at the end of the ceasefire. I think that we'll see positive developments. Right? Trump has spoken about neighboring countries opening up their borders to allow refugees from Gaza, those who want, to leave the Gaza Strip, which Jordan and Egypt have been very much opposed to. I think that we will see a positive direction as Trump will pressure countries that want Gazans to remain trapped under Hamas's regime, that to allow them to leave the Strip.
And what do you think about the action that has taken place over the last sort of day or two in the West Bank? Of course, Israel's military has said that around 50 terrorists have been killed, but the scenes that we've looked at regarding, of course, the strikes and the buildings being blown up, what's the motive behind this for Israel's military?
Well, the primary lesson of October 7th is that Israel cannot allow terrorism to fester and to grow. Since October 7th, Iran has been stepping up its efforts to smuggle weapons to Palestinian terror groups in the West Bank, in Judea and Samaria, and to provoke wider unrest, to open up a new front against Israel. And within the past few months, we've seen many deadly terrorist attacks against Israeli civilians and soldiers. So you have major terrorist infrastructure, weapons, terrorist organizations operating in Jenin and these cities. And we just need to remember that these areas are only a short distance from Israel's major cities. So Israel's trying to prevent Iran and Hamas and other terrorist organizations from opening up another front against Israel.
Abraham, just to finish off, what does Israel want to see out of these continued negotiations, and what does Israel want to see from the 1st of March moving forward?
Israel wants to see two things, which may be to a certain degree contradictory, and the results may be a compromise between these two objectives. But of course, Israel both wants to see all of the Israeli hostages freed, who have now been close to 500 days. Over 80 hostages still held in Hamas captivity, and of course, Israel wants to see victory, the end of Hamas rule, and any rebuilding of Gaza can only come right after Hamas no longer rules over Gaza and after Hamas no longer poses a threat to Israel.
Abraham Shalev, thank you very much for your time.